Doug Hardman.
Thank you. I'm going to quit this one and go with the deck that I put together this morning. Entrepreneurs are always lazy and wait till the last minute to do what they should have done the night before. So I'm going to boot this guy up, and how do I play? Just hit spacebar? Does that work? No? Yeah, well, I'm a Mac guy. Slideshow, there we go. And from beginning, look at that. My name is Doug Hardman. I'm the CEO and founder of a company here in town called Sparkbase. To give you some background, the pitch that I'm going to show you is something that I've been giving to people that are customers of ours. So a lot of this that you're going to see is what I present to a customer. Obviously, if I'm pitching an investor, I'm pitching somebody like that, I'm going to be having financials early on, like the other two said earlier. People don't care if you're selling cat fur. They want to see financials. So, there's a lot of people in this room that have done a lot of pitches. I've certainly done a lot. I've never done one with the Tesla coil behind me before, so that's new. The idea in this region that was just touched on was that we have access to resources here in Cleveland that people on the West Coast just don't have. I have friends and clients in Palo Alto that pay more for 1,500 square feet of office than I pay for almost 8,000 here in Cleveland. So my developers here in Cleveland cost about a third of what they cost in Palo Alto, and my guys run circles around them all day long. So I don't think people realize just the awesomeness of this region. Our company, we raised about $5 million to date through North Coast Angel Fund, Ohio Tech Angels. We've got 3 or 4 dozen sidecars. We've got Blue Olive Partners. We've had people invest in the company, and it all goes back to what they set up front. I forget your name, sorry, but it's all about traction. So knowing when you have traction, when you don't, and when it's time to go raise money, very important. So what I'm going to do today is talk for I think I was allotted 10 minutes. I'm going to take hopefully less than that. Talk about PayCloud. So Sparkbase, most of you don't know, we process gift cards, loyalty cards. We're one of the 5 networks in the US that processes those cards when you swipe it at the register. So it doesn't go to Visa, MasterCard, it goes to a company like mine. We started the company in 2004. I broke it off into its own company in 2007. We did our Series A raise, started it in 2009, just finished it last June. We're going out now for a larger, more traditional round with VCs and some industry players. So Sparkbase as a core business was fantastic. Right about February, we met some people through a couple guys that I saw on the slide earlier, Christopher Celeste and Blake Squires, introduced me to some people on the West Coast that had this really neat technology. And it took something that we had been working on for years and made it a reality. So our thoughts were always, boy, wouldn't it be great if I had 1 loyalty card in my pocket instead of 30? Wouldn't it be great if I didn't have to fill out a form when I was at the register? I could just do it online or do it through my smartphone. So in that little 2-minute conversation that we had back in February, birthed PayCloud into reality. So what PayCloud is, it's a mobile loyalty rewards network. What we did is we took all the processing power that we've had for, we've got thousands of merchants all across the world now that use our gift and loyalty network on a daily basis to process their rewards and loyalty and gift card transactions. What if we could put that on the phone? And the way we need to do this is to be responsible and make sure we're not reinventing the wheel. So when we looked at ways that we could do this and make it really neat with today's technology, we found this company in San Francisco called Narati, and we developed with them a little dongle or a little sensor that says Zax on it right now. And what that does is it plugs into the back of existing terminals. Everybody in this room probably has a credit card, and we've all had the card swiped into a machine that looks exactly like that one at some point. There are 85 million of those little terminals just in the United States market alone. So for us to be able to do proper penetration, it wasn't around having a brand new device that no one, was expensive and it was a whole new way of processing a transaction. What we wanted to do was make sure that it was the same. So we took a sensor that we made up that costs the merchant less than 50 bucks. We plug it into the back of an existing terminal that they already know how to use, and hopefully we have a wonderful thing. So the idea behind PayCloud is it's a one-time registration. You download the app on your phone, you register name, address, phone number, email address, mobile number, etc., and you're done. You now have a mobile wallet. And what that mobile wallet does is it's going to let you get into any gift or rewards program that's on our network. So right now, there are about 60,000 merchants in the US that use the Sparkbase technology to process their gift and rewards. Wouldn't it be neat if we could just light them all up online so that they could reach customers they didn't see before? So what you do is you go to the map, you find locations. This is a live map that's going right now. We're doing our beta this week. We just launched it in Chicago, Illinois. We have 25 merchants that on day one said, yeah, we want to be in on this. So here I am, I'm looking at the app. I see Swirls Cupcakes, so I click the little blue icon to read more about them. I see that this is where they are, this is their location. I tap the enroll for offers and savings, and now I'm in their program. It was that simple. I could do it from right here. Somebody wants to download the app from in this auditorium right now, they can enroll in the Swirls Cupcake program. So you're able to reach customers that Swirls wouldn't necessarily have gotten access to. But when I'm in a geography and I open that up, I see a map of all the places that I can enroll. I can see coupons, I can see deals. I click the view offers and rewards here, and it's going to show me real-time offers. So they can do laser-focused, here's how much Doug Hardman is going to get today for enrolling in my program. I would get $2 off my first purchase. I walk up to the register, I tap the redeem now. This phone talks to that sensor that we already plugged into, and you've got your coupon. Very simple, very easy. No one had that out there. And for us, what's nice is that when you walk into the store, it's going to boot directly to their card. So I don't have to carry around 30, 40, 50 pieces of plastic. I don't have to remember which ones I'm enrolled in, which ones I'm not. It takes me 3 seconds, and it's no time to enroll in a program and be able to get offers and rewards immediately. And the merchant at the end of the day doesn't have to spend money on plastic. They don't have to spend money on handing it out. They don't have to fill out forms. It's all very easy. So leveraging our existing network on top of a brand new technology was important. The global latest offers, I see here's everything I've got available to me now. I've got Swirls, Green Jeans, really neat kids store, Therapy Plus Salon, I got $10 off there. Just rapid fire, you're enrolling in things. Our initial test, we did 10 merchants in the area, and we gave the app to 75 people. So those 75 people enrolled in all 10. We only had 2 people that didn't enroll in every single program. So how neat would it be if you're a small merchant and all of a sudden you're getting clients by remote control? Mobile couponing through QR codes. We're going to enable NFC technology if and when that ever gets legs and takes off. But what we have now is something that's available today in today's market. By using the technology that Narati invented, which uses ultra-high band audio, we can transmit to that little sensor, and we've got really cool NFC-like functionality on 50 million iPhones out there right now. So it was a way for us to be incredibly disruptive to an industry that's got tons of money, and there's a big machine behind it right now. We've got a suggestions engine that we built that lets you see other things that you might like based on your other enrollments. How neat is that? So I'm a steakhouse lover. I go to Chicago, I open it up, it says, hey, Doug, you're gonna love Gibson's if you liked Morton's, or if you liked Red here in Cleveland. So it's stuff like that that we can start pushing consumers to the things that they're already gonna like. We won the 2011 ETA Technology Innovation Award with this. So that's the governing body for all electronic payments in the United States. And we beat out publicly traded companies, we beat out industry icons in this on an idea that we had, really that we put in, if I'm being honest, we put into play in February, and that happened in May. So having a rapid fire development group here in Cleveland that was able to take advantage of that was just awesome. Yesterday we were written up in Fast Company, and we hit the homepage on TechCrunch as well. So we had some really good traffic on the website yesterday based on those two. But the guy in Fast Company said it best. He said, Google and a lot of these companies have these great mobile wallets that we keep hearing about. It's a good thing Sparkbase is out first. So here we've got leverage on even big players, and based on a lot of the intel that we're hearing, we've got a good shot at being the main mobile wallet that people go out to here in the not too distant future. We're going to be, right now it's available for iPhone and Androids at launch. Something that's kind of neat that we learned was yesterday when, we're doing our soft launch right now. We're getting all these merchants installed, we're getting them ready, and there's just certain merchants it wasn't working for. And it wasn't working because it didn't fit their business environment. So, kind of as putting my entrepreneur hat back on for a moment, you need to be, a great idea is a great idea, but if you're not listening to the people you're trying to sell to, it's a really bad idea. So, like, we thought we had everything figured out. Oh, we're gonna do rewards this way, we're gonna do coupons this way. That's not the way these people work. So I had 4 people running around with just these 25 merchants, and we're getting the same feedback. So I was able to have, those people call our developers here in Cleveland. We did a huddle. We said, guys, we've got to change these 3 things right away. And so having it in-house and being able to just understand that you can't just bury your head in the sand when you're talking with your customers. You've got to listen to them. Don't shove a problem under a rug. Shine a light on it. because you're not going to learn a damn thing if you're not looking at your customers and listening and doing something with the feedback they're giving you. No one's going to buy something that you think is great if they don't think it's great either. So we learned, and we're actually going to push our launch back a week. So talk about something I've had, I've got, I don't know, close to $70,000 to $80,000 just in advertising and PR stuff going around this launch for this week. It was supposed to be today and tomorrow. It's now next week. But it's way cheaper for me to push that back and pay some fines on, to the ad people to say, look, move our ad back a week, I'll pay you extra for it. That's way cheaper than me blowing it the first time because I thought I knew what I was doing and we weren't. So if I can stress one thing to an entrepreneur in this room, the first thing is on his slide is don't do it. But I think you're all past that point now, so I'm not talking you out of anything. The next part is listen to your damn client. Listen to your end user. Listen to everybody that touches the thing that you're making because their feedback is invaluable. So that's PayCloud. I'm Doug Hardman from Sparkbase. I would love to talk to anybody that's looking at how to raise money. I've done all of it. I've talked to every person in this region about everything. I'm happy to tell you what's a good way to get through a pitch and a bad way. And then just growing a business in general. We went from 7 employees in November, we've got 34 right now. So that's a growth tear that I wasn't even prepared for. And I'm not even sure I'm doing it right, but I'm happy to tell people what I did wrong. So that's me. Thanks a lot.